Come on over. It's time to meet MedLove. Here the pretty hostess is Miss Surabhi Kanal. MedLove has become quite a talk of the town. Today on MedLove, Surabhi ji will introduce us to Jay Morgan, who is the District Governor of Northern Virginia, Lions International. Let's meet him.
This is MedLove with awareness for human trafficking and service all around us. Welcome to all of you in the United States and around the world. I'm your hostess, Surabhi Kanal. Today we'll be taking a different look on how human trafficking can occur in such trusted departments of the government, and most people remain unaware about this. Before we begin, I would like to invite our guest, our respected veteran and current Lions International District Governor, Mr. Jay Moughon. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, one of your two titles that I did mention was that you are a veteran. Which part of the military did you serve?
I was in the United States Army, and I've either served in the Army or worked for the Army for 38 years.
And did that require a lot of travel?
It did. I've had the opportunity to either visit or work in 44 of the 50 states, and I've lived in the Republic of Korea and had the opportunity to travel in Europe.
That's very nice. Well, we thank you so much for your service and the time you take to keep us protected. Now, in addition to this service, you are the District Governor for Lions International. What are some reasons you chose volunteer life as well as your other service?
Well, I think it's important for us to give back to our community. There are just so many ways that we can touch the people in our community and give back, and I just think it's important. The Lions Club International is the largest service organization in the world. We're in over 200 countries throughout the world, and we serve. In 1925, Helen Keller challenged us to become Knights of the Blindness. And since then, that has been our major project that we've worked, is worked with preventable blindness. But we look in other areas where we can serve too, and we appreciate what you have done to bring awareness to human trafficking.
Now, in these other areas, have you ever conducted yourself an anti-trafficking movement?
I have not, but I have become more aware of it since meeting you and since talking with you and since becoming aware of your organization. I've had the opportunity to look at some documentaries and read some information about it. And it's just, when you read, it just breaks your heart to see young people that are taken advantage of.
Now, I do recall you were at the MedLove Gala that was held in December. Would you like to share a few points about the gala?
What it was amazing to me, and one of the things that we need to do, and the amazing thing I think your organization is doing, is educating young people. But not only are you educating young people, you're educating their parents too. One of the things that young people sometimes is they can be a little naive and trusting, and people can tell them things that aren't necessarily true and can lure them into situations that they probably may not be safe in. But not only do we need to do that, you know, parents can be naive too and realize and think that their children aren't in danger when in fact all children are in danger.
Thank you. As a veteran, but also a Lion for many years, you may have heard about stories about how trafficking occurs in the military and other sectors of the government. Now, especially in departments like the military, bases in South Korea, Jordan, and Kosovo have been experiencing many problems. Now, there have been actions taken against these horrific atrocities. In 2002, President Bush announced a zero-tolerance policy towards trafficking in the military and its contractors. He also called trafficking a modern day of slavery, a modern form of slavery. Additionally, agencies such as the Department of Defense have conducted anti-trafficking efforts in bases such as South Korea and Kosovo, as it is an ongoing problem. In your opinion, what do you think is the best way to come across these problems and face them, especially when it occurs in trusted departments like the government?
Well, I think the best way to do it is what you're doing, is educating people. Let them know that it is out there, making people aware that human trafficking is a problem, letting them know the stark realities of what happens when someone is kidnapped, taken to another country, and put, as President Bush said, into some form of slavery. People, a lot of times we live in a cocoon and we don't realize the dangers that people want to put young people in. And so I think it's important for us to educate them. Like I said at the MedLove Gala that you had, the thing that impressed me the most was everything that you all are doing is run by young people. And it's important, young people will listen to other young people. Sometimes they won't necessarily listen to what their parents have to say, but if they hear it from a peer it has a much greater impact on them. The other thing, as a parent and as a grandparent, it helps me to hear things from people like you that are out there doing these things, and causes me to become more aware of what's going on.
Well, thank you for your answer. Thank you so much for your time here on the show with us. Every person in the United States is definitely grateful for the servicemen and women that keep us safe from all the harms around us, especially outside of America and also within America. Stay tuned for next month, as many surprises are coming up. Don't forget to spread love, tell a joke, and keep your head up high. This is your hostess, Sarabi Kanal, signing off.